Today is June 15th, 2022, and I felt like this week, or I should say this month, let's do something different even more and bring in
my little brother.
an extra that looks the same. So welcome Miguel Velasquez to our Raw Conversation.
Let's go. All right, let's take it away, Johnny.
So I felt this month it would be kind of fun to add an extra that you have in your life in a good way, right?
Yep.
So we've got Mr. Miguel Velasquez here today.
Woohoo!
So first of all, cheers to having the twins, the Velasquez boys, next to me on our Raw Conversation.
We are too.
I know there are two.
Salud.
So I think first of all, I think the biggest question everyone's gonna ask, I think, naturally when you have a twin, how often, just in the business side, we'll talk about back in the day, are you guys confused?
Like clients?
All things.
Oh.
I mean, it could be a realtor, it could be a client.
I mean, I was walking into his house the other day and Kay looked at me kind of weird.
Kaylee's his wife, by the way.
Kaylee's my wife, by the way. Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
Kaylee's, it's me, Dago.
No, you're joking, right?
Yeah, I'm joking.
But it does happen all the time.
It happens all the time. And we kind of, to this day, we love it because we actually play around with it. So, I mean, I think the other day we went to a title company to sign on some paperwork, and I'm walking 30 seconds later behind Dago because I was on the phone. And Dago shows up, and I guess he's telling the lady that, yeah, we have a 30:30 appointment, right? And then I show up like literally 30 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. And then she kind of looked at me weird. And
Well, she asked me, she's like, hey, is your other partner here or your other coworker? No. And so I looked back where he was at, and I'm like, oh, that's not him. But he should be here pretty soon. So then he walks in.
I literally walk in, and she's looking at me like, oh, you have an appointment? And as soon as she said that, the way she said it, I knew that Dog was probably messing with her. So then I was like, yeah, I have a 3:30 appointment with the same, I'm assuming with the same person that he was going to see. So she looks all confused, and we started, I was like, I'm just joking. We're here together.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of weird. A lot of people, even though we're twins, they still question that we're twins.
I don't know how many times you've said it.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. And I'm looking at this person, and they're actually looking at him like, and I stare at these two, and naturally, you would never know. I remember the very first time, the story behind even Dago and I ever first meeting was not meeting Dago. I met you. And you probably don't remember, but we were at a gas station.
I don't remember.
It was probably at least 13, 14 years ago. So it was even before Dago and I really started working together. But I remember, I knew Dago. I knew of him. So I yelled at Dago, hi, Dago. And it was you. I didn't know that. You played it off like as if it was Dago. You took it so perfectly. Not, but maybe 6 months later, I said, I saw you at the gas station. And you're looking at me like, you did? And he's like, oh my goodness, you saw my twin.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, we do. I guess you guys do this.
Well, it's just a lot of people, even his clients or somebody or realtors, they wave at me or whatever. It's like, yeah.
And you guys just go with it.
Just go with it. Once it starts getting a little awkward, when it's going to get awkward, she'll be like, hey, I'm the other person. I'm
the other twin.
And it's funny because they're like, I don't believe you. And especially at the office, when they say, I don't believe you, no, we have to go out there front and show them 2 business cards. There's 2 of us. I promise.
Yeah.
So true.
So it's
and
funny.
I think after getting to know each of you guys, I would tell you guys apart, but I don't know a lot of people who would. So I thought it would be fun to kind of see, who's who.
Yeah.
So who came out first? Out of Mama. Pobrecita.
Number 1, baby, right here.
That's why you heard you here. Wow. You laughed.
I came out 5 minutes later.
You did.
Although he was taking all the nutrients from me, though.
Yeah.
You were tiny.
I was tiny.
Yeah. That's why if you look at him, he is a little thinner than I am. I did eat a little bit more. I ate a little bit more. Yes.
Yeah, I'll own it. That's right.
Yes.
Someone had to survive.
Yeah.
So clearly you're saying you're the survivor out of the 2.
Yep. So 5 minutes late, I came out.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then out of you two, when it came to high school, did you guys get in trouble with this?
Playing the twin stuff? I don't think we ever played it over there, huh?
No, I don't think we did. In high school, it was kind of I don't know, it was kind of weird. We didn't.
I would not like to be your high school teacher, though.
No, I mean,
They thought that we had multiple girlfriends.
Oh, because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense. That would make
So
sense.
I was like, I wish,
no, but we didn't. I mean, did we get in
Come
trouble?
on.
Did we,
A test?
there's one time we did get in trouble, and it was actually my fault that I got in trouble, and the teacher he didn't know which was who, so he sent us both to the office.
Oh.
You know, because he's like, Dago was like, I didn't do anything, and I was like, because it was me that did it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you both go to the office.
So you're the one that causes trouble.
I guess maybe back then I was a little more of the troublemaker.
Oh, back then.
Yeah.
So when it comes to today, who is the one that handles what side of what? So for example, like me and my sister, we each talk about how Janelle handles this part of life and I handle this part of life for our parents. What life would you guys put each other in? Miguel, I'm going to ask you first.
Like personal or business?
Yeah, either or. Like
either or?
I feel like there's strengths in each person, and you guys being twins, is that a thing?
I think it is. I guess let's go with personal. Sometimes with family matters, I feel like I take more of the role to talk to if something's going on with brothers or parents or whatever, but we'll talk about it, and then I'll just be like, hey, let me take over. Let me handle this conversation, and if I need you to come in, then you come in.
He goes like this.
When I say come in, it's like we're not in a room sitting together,
Right.
I might be like, hey, let's say mom and dad are arguing about something. Hey, I'm gonna go talk to mom and dad.
Right.
You know, let me take care of it.
Right.
Stuff
So
like that.
you take on the family side, and Dago, what do you take on?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we just bounce each other off pretty well when it comes
What
to
does
that
Dago take on? Since Dago's not going to answer that,
I
you're
think
going to hear who the talker is in the twin scenario.
I think one of the things when it comes to on the personal side, I would say Dog is less confrontational about doing that like personal stuff. So,
Right.
I kill you with my eyes.
Oh wow.
Look at this.
And maybe because he wants to wants to get done and over with the conversation,
Right.
and I might be more like, okay, let's talk about it.
Right.
Why did you get mad? Why did you get mad? And
Right.
let's meet in the middle.
Right.
You know.
It's
And for me, there's
Yeah.
no middle.
Yeah.
You know, let's
That
go.
was- That was no
Jeez.
that was no middle.
So clearly, Dago does the business side of life a little bit more. I would assume so.
Probably, yeah.
On the business side, I think it's. I mean, I would say we gather our thoughts together, but it's kind of weird because when we're interviewing or let's say when we joining Envoy or whatever, or
Sure.
even talking about when we decided to go into landing or whatnot, we talked about it, and let's just pick Envoy for example. When we were interviewing Envoy, when I say we bounce ideas to each other, it's kind of like we're talking like right now, but we kind of know like, hey, let me say this, and then I know you're gonna jump in and say this, but we're not like giving her.
So you guys do finish each other's sentences. is what you're
Yes,
saying.
yeah.
And on the business side, Dago probably starts it, and you add more to
Yeah,
it. That'd be fair?
give more examples. I would say Dog is a little bit more aggressive when it comes on that side.
Yep.
But no, yeah, so it's kind of I love it. I mean, it's weird, but it actually works
Yeah, it
really
works
well
out.
with us.
So when
It's
did
like we used to work at the Buckle together, right?
That's right, you
And
did.
so we said, hey, you take that side, I take that side. You know,
When you
so-
say that side, see, that's what I'm gonna add a little bit.
the girl side or
the
the
girl
guy
side
side?
and the boy side,
Yeah.
right? The men's boys, and so sometimes okay, I might be having a bad day on the guy side, trying to sell some clothes, right? So then I was like, hey, I'm gonna go try the women's side. You go over here, but we'll just help each other out.
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, what do you need for jeans?
Was that your guys' first job together?
No, we worked all the time together.
I would say,
Farm.
well,
Like outside of farming.
Yeah.
yes, it
Yeah.
was
So you started to be a loan officer when?
in 2012.
And when were you? 2007.
07.
So 5 years difference where you weren't a loan officer.
Mm.
Where were you at?
I stayed at the Buckle, and I forgot for how long. No, I was actually working at Hapo. But before that, I did join my wife's business with my father-in-law at farming. So I also do farming on the side.
He's
my
a farmer.
My
Sounds
brother,
like you're a
yeah,
farmer.
I'm a farmer. My brother hates
I
it.
call it a pretend farmer.
Yeah, he hates it because he hates it when I'm at the office. He hates it. You know, what are you gonna do? I was like,
Again,
dude, I gotta.
business side.
Yeah, I gotta go bail. I gotta go rake hay, and then I'm working late at night. But anyways, I'm still at the office. Show up at the office. But yeah, I was doing that, and then he got into the lending, doing mortgages, and then at that time, I think in order to get into that business, you really needed to know somebody or have a resume like you. This is what we do.
Right.
And so I got into banking. So I went to work at Apple for 6 years.
And that's what taught you that side.
Yeah, so I did the whole consumer lending, auto lending, like auto lending, credit cards, open accounts.
And that's when we connected with Rob, one of our another business partners of ours, Rob Lindsay,
At
and
Envoy.
yeah, so he connected with Rob at Hapo, trying to get into the lending side, right?
Right.
So because where I was working at with, golf or whatever, Sterling Savings Bank, they were not just going to hire. They took a shot at me, and it worked out. But like he said earlier, they're not just going to hire anybody.
Right.
So
To get in.
yeah, to get
So
in.
what was the decision? Because obviously you guys say you talk about it all. What was the melting? Like, what was the point where all of a sudden you're like, okay, 5 years into it, now I'm ready to come work with you, dog.
Well, I think he kept asking me, like, hey, dude, can you get me in? Can you get me in? Can you get me in? Right? And I'm like, dude, I don't know, bro. Like,
I think year one, I was like, dude, get me in.
Yeah.
Although back then, I wouldn't even know what was going on. Back in
Right.
08, you said
08, 09,
right?
yep. The
Everything
market was
just
crashing.
crashing. And I was like, just get me in. And I couldn't get in. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I forgot who I was talking to.
It probably worked out that we left, when I left golf and I went to work at Coldwell, I think it was a little bit easier to,
Transition somebody else in.
yeah.
A new person.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think we came in with leverage there and like, hey, my brother wants to get in the business, so let's get him in. So I think it worked out.
So here's the question that I'm curious most of. So what is it like to constantly be around a human being who's just like you? I want to hear your side, and then I bet Dago.
I feel bad for the people that don't have that, because it is something different. I for the longest time I didn't think it was special, but it is a special like feeling and knowing that.
Like a chemistry.
Yeah, the chemistry that somebody.
And it's your sibling.
Yeah, it's my brother, and we get along great.
But you guys are 24/7. How many times do you guys talk on the phone?
I mean,
A day.
My first text is to my brother, or he's texting me at, I don't know, 5 something. Hey, yo, and all we say is yo, and I already know what do you
got? What do you got?
Yeah, what do you
Coffee?
Yeah,
But you guys have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's a natural way of being.
Correct.
I love my sister, and we're 13 months apart, but I will tell you, we're nothing. So, and at one point, forever, my sister and I have pictures of us looking like twins forever. We clearly don't look like twins. But we didn't have that. So I'm curious, like, doesn't that get old sometimes? Don't you want your own space?
Oh, no. Our wives hate it, because we...
Pobrecita Kristen and Kaylee.
Put your phone down. Put your phone down.
Yeah, put your phone down. Like, you just with them. And I know I got to talk to them about this. Before I forget.
And it's funny, I've told you this before, because even though we're at the office all the time and we're talking all the time, but we really don't really sit down and talk. So sometimes we'll be like, hey, dude, we got to really talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, put a deal together with you or whatever. We have to sit down and talk about it.
Right.
And it's, even though we see each other every day and we're on the phone every day,
we really don't talk.
Yeah, we don't really talk about it.
But it's almost like you guys just need the sense of just feeling like each of you guys are there. That's a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
But it's really it. The whole twin mentality, having, coming out at the same time, 5 minutes later, whatever.
I mean, my brother's texting me, what are you wearing in the morning? I'm like, a suit, bro, let's go.
So you see, you guys are like that. It's different. So nobody understands that. So I was curious. I'm like, doesn't that get old? But clearly it doesn't.
No, it
for you
doesn't.
guys.
No, not for us. I don't think it does.
So, any regrets before I start making them a little bit more exciting? But I want to hear this. Any regrets? And I say this, I want to know, because I can't imagine, if you guys tell me no, I'm going to say you're lying. So, know this.
Any regrets on what?
You're freaking me out.
Any regrets in working together in the same industry? So you guys are both loan officers. Why not, which I'm grateful, why not a lender and a realtor?
I was, before we became a lender, we talked about that. You'd be a realtor, and I'm already in lending, but, then we bounced back from when we used to work at the Buckle. Hey, let's go after it together. You
take one side and whatever you can.
Yeah, you go after those realtors. I go after these realtors. Yeah. If you don't get them, then I'll go after them. But at least we're tag teaming.
Together.
Yeah.
So you trusted that more, being on the same side, versus being, let's create this perfect duo too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful that worked out, because then it wouldn't be, your brother and I and what we've done for 10 years, right?
Yep.
So,
yeah. No, and
thank you for that.
And I did try to get into real estate. I did the whole exam.
You did?
Yeah. Well, no, I did.
Did you pass it?
Before, you know how you take those two?
didn't pass.
The Washington and the whatever.
The national and the Washington. Yeah, the state.
I forgot which one I didn't, but I passed one and I failed the other one. And then, so I was studying. And then I was like, you know what? I guess maybe I wasn't ready to commit at that moment in my life. So I ended up working at AT&T for like 6 months. It was fun. I loved it. Love working there. But once after that, I was like, okay, I really want to get into. I saw my brother was going in the right direction, so I was like, you know what? I want to get into this. I didn't think about real estate. That's when I got into banking.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I figured I want to.
I mean, with you, they always say that we're like brothers and sisters with all of us. You know.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
It's funny how
I will say I'm grateful because that worked out. We get to hang out often. You know, your brother and I are very close, and I feel like we're just as close because we become like triplets. I always said that if your mom could have had one more, I think it would have been me. I'm a hybrid. I really confidently say this. You and I talk so well together, and Dago and I hustle so well together. So and I say that respectfully, and it's cool. So that's the exciting part. I got 2 in 1. So I wanted to throw out a game at you guys. Don't freak out. Right. It's just fun. These guys were stressing out about, I don't know how to spell. I'm like, well, today you're going to learn.
suck at spelling. So I was like, don't make me spell anything.
Siri, how do you spell this?
But I think it's cool with twins. I want to pick apart and see how exact you guys are about each other. So,
Go.
No, hold on.
Give us a number 1.
I know. So what I did is you guys each have a board, and I'm going to ask you a question. And you're going to either put down...
I feel like I'm the only one drinking, though, by the way.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. You always do this. Okay.
So we're going to draw?
Mm-mm.
Bro, what's up?
You're not going to draw. Oh, my goodness. No, you're going to put down
Let's play the game Pictionary.
No.
I'll win.
No. No. You're literally going to write down who it is. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Who?
Oh.
Out of you two, who it is. Y no mienten, eh? Don't lie.
Okay. So I guess like
I want to see.
Between my brother and I.
That's it.
All right.
So I want to see how exact you guys are.
My brother's pretty selfish. He's probably going to say me.
Okay. First of all, it will be the person that gets this. I'll pay for the wine that we just paid for. All right. The one that ends up getting versus the other one. Okay.
Okay.
That's the way it works.
All right.
All right. So the one.
So the answer is either
it's
me or you.
It's either him.
Yeah.
Or you. Yeah. And then whoever, if you guys are on the same point, then it's a point for you guys, right?
Let's go, bro.
I'm curious about it.
Don't be
Okay.
selfish,
Let's see how like intellectually you guys are like in sync. Okay. These
go.
are simple questions, so don't freak out.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you didn't give me that page.
I know that. Okay. Out of you two, who is the strongest?
Well, when you say strongest, like what? Like physically, mentally?
Ooh, I like it. Let's do both. Same. We're gonna give it up 1.
All right, let me go.
Oh, see, this is what's so cool about twins.
What do you got?
You said same, which is both of them, and Miguel said
come
Dago and
on.
Miguel. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
So that's the cool part.
Oh, okay,
I want to see
okay.
what you guys are gonna
All right,
say.
all right.
1 point. Let's go.
1 point for you guys. Okay. Y no mienten. Don't lie, because
no.
I also know a lot of these answers.
Okay.
Which one of you two laughs the loudest?
Huh?
Which one of you two laughs the loudest?
I don't have time for laughing right now, you know?
It's me. I think it's me.
Oh, okay, but you can't do that. You guys, you have to wait. You
I
can't
know.
It's so true. You did say bro. Again, very well.
All right,
So
2.
1-2 for you
I'm
guys.
stressing about everything, you know?
Why? But it just cracks me up because
have
you
a
guys are
stressful.
like on point. I did not tell you guys any of these questions. Okay. Which twin is most sensitive?
Wait.
Sensitive.
I feel like Dago's looking at me when I'm writing.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm not.
Don't cheat.
I'm not. No.
Don't look at me either because
I'm
I know
not,
there's like telepathic stuff.
A ver.
Wow. And again, you said Dago and it's you. So why do you say that? Is it really the sensitive one?
I think so. I think he, and I maybe
3 points, baby.
All Dago says.
We got 3 points. I think it's because again sometimes he jumps the gun a little bit too quick to react on.
So he's emotional. He's
Yeah.
got the sensitive side of it.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's why if you see me being quiet most of the time, I'll bite my tongue.
Okay, ready? Who plays better golf?
Bro, come on.
Well,
Hey,
okay.
just write the
I
answer.
thought my only argument would be this.
Okay, I don't need an argument. Just say it.
Don't say me.
Doggo.
Well,
And
because he plays to my, he plays 10 times versus my 2.
Okay.
It's true.
No, I already told you why.
But 2022, we're 1-1. So
Well, I will say I played with both of you guys,
Okay.
and Miguel, you can keep up very well, but I would give your brother the credit because he does play more
4
often.
points.
The guy thinks he's Tiger, and I've said this before. It's fine. Okay.
PGA, let's go. I know you need some
gosh.
players.
You want to go to play for, was it Live? Right? Live? Everyone wants to play for. Anyway,
Yeah.
side note.
Portland. Going to Portland.
Who runs the fastest?
oh,
I mean, I'm going to say.
I mean, I'm kind of let go a little bit, but if I wasn't, I would say.
Oh, look at you two. Okay, finally I get one because you guys are both being
Bro.
selfish. It's
I kick your ass all the time.
No.
hey, language.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one for me. Put one for me.
Right
Thank
there.
you. All right.
Right now, because I said I let go for a little bit, but I'm back.
Okay.
I'm definitely back.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which twin out of you two, of course, is more afraid of things?
What do you mean? Just right?
Afraid. Who's
mean,
more afraid? Black and white.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about.
Okay, well, don't give him any sense of anything. Just answer the question.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's
Don't cheat.
I'm not.
Like this. Don't look at each other.
when you say things, I'm just gonna go
Who's
to
just more afraid?
to like
Who's more afraid? That's it.
I guess.
I'm boys some Eminem. I'm not afraid.
That's what you're gonna say.
I'm both same. They were the same.
He said me.
Because
Another two.
I
So you think it's you more, and you think
I feel like I
was.
overthink more
What?
stuff, you know, than my
Well,
brother.
I think after knowing both of you
But-
guys, I would agree with him. He tends to be a little bit more
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
more
to
bad.
two.
Yep.
4 to 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
I agree
Makes
with
sense.
that. All right. This is kind of funny because I feel like we answered it already, so we can just laugh about it. Who eats more?
I love Mama's tortillas.
you're like it is what it is.
I know.
She fed me
Yeah.
from the womb. I eat.
Me.
That's right. Yep. Okay, you can give yourself that one, even though that was like a freebie. Who talks the most?
Okay.
Depends on where.
Answer the question. That's what I thought. Yeah, I was looking. So it's you, 100%, for sure. Miguel, as you're catching on, is probably the talker of.
Miguel's like, but
He does.
Although,
No.
you know what? We should have Rob here because I'll be like, Robbie, what's up?
Well, 'cause
Yeah.
Rob talks for you when you
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah.
We both do that for you, so it's okay. It's true.
Shout out to my boy Robbie.
I know. And let's see. I think here's the last question. Let's see, and don't lie. Who drinks more?
Drinks more what? Water?
Wow. Like it, save both of you guys. Like, no one's going to own that one. We both will take the hit.
We'll be like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, nothing, just drinking water.
Swear.
FaceTime. Who's
I
it?
love it. You guys have to prove each other. Would you guys agree that you're competitive against each other?
Is this like a?
I'm just, nope, it's
Oh,
not.
okay. We're done with this.
Yeah, we're done with
game
it.
over?
Clearly, I'm
Oh, yeah, 6'2", by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think we're very competitive people. And I think we ever since we were little kids.
So I guess the last thing that I want to say and ask both of you guys, what is the biggest thing, Miguel, number one, I want to hear from you. What would you say to your brother today in gratitude?
Make it count, bro.
You're next.
Oh.
In gratitude,
Gratitude. That's
Like-
a big word.
Thank you.
I would say that I was
Pues dile.
I always do talk about this, and I think you heard me talk about it, but like especially to like the newer the people that I'm gonna talk business on this one. Is that
No,
okay?
but what I'm saying is like, how would you thank your brother? What are you thanking him for?
I think he's always the one that is, when you say competitive, like I'm competitive, but my brother takes it just a little bit to the other level, you know? And I know I can recognize that. But if it wasn't for the way he does that, for me, it actually motivates me, right? Motivates me a little bit more, and it helps me motivate the people around like our team and or whatnot, or
family.
for the family, whatnot, because then we together we have the same goal, right? So I would say I'm grateful
Yeah.
for that. It's just you were the first one that stepped out. He was the first one that when we were growing up, he was the first one that moved out, and then he was the first one.
Huh?
Yeah, you weren't. You left me behind.
I was trying to chase some girls.
Oh gosh.
He moved out first, and then we ended up reconnecting. But then
You wanted to be a farmer.
I wanted to be a farmer. I still do. And then he actually got into lending, and that motivated me to go follow his footsteps too.
I remember the first time when I bought my first house. Hey, dude, I just bought a house, and I drove into the house. Coming down the hill, right, to my my house, my first house, and so I parked into this nice stucco house, and he looks at me like, "No way, I'm messing with you, where's over here."
You're so mean.
It was a single wide. No, I'm joking. Nothing against single wide. Right? No, I'm just grateful for that. It's always being positive, always taking risk, and we just
And pushing you, it sounds like.
pushing.
So that's what you're saying.
And then it helped me learn how to push myself, and now we push each other, right?
Right.
And not each other, just the whole family.
Right.
And then the family, then our team,
Right.
Involved in the circle, circle of trust, whatever, So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for.
What was the question?
Why do you think I'm your papa?
Okay.
No, you're grateful.
Well, you should ask me a question first because he said a lot of stuff,
Yeah, but he's our guest. It's your turn.
I know.
What do you think about full for your brother?
Don't lie, man. Look at me.
I would say I'm grateful for kick your ass all the time.
Oh gosh. You're such a
Who's number one? Or number one.
I like your we. Oh, look at you.
No, I think I'm gonna bounce back on what he said. I mean, just
Don't bounce back.
well, we balance each other off so well, like on that. I might feel down one day, and he'll say something just to motivate, and then we just take it, we run with it, and it might be something small, right? So, but I think having that conversation on a daily basis, just knowing like we're thinking about each other daily, 24/7,
24/7. Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I'm grateful for. So,
Having
question for you though.
Oh man, what's my question?
Man, how do you deal with both of us? You know what I mean? Like,
That's a question I ask myself almost every day. Don't look at my grades. Don't look at my grades. I know. I
Hopefully it's not us.
No. Well, some, but no. I'd never had brothers, so it was a very different dynamic to meet Dago and then get introduced to you. And you guys are very different. I keep saying this. Although you guys are exact, the differences are so strong. And that's why I felt like the hybrid, me coming in and getting both of you guys, I say this all the time, more so than ever, because I think as you get older, you realize and you acknowledge and you reflect. And I'm so blessed, and I say it genuinely, to have you and you in my life, because, we balance each other out.
Yeah.
We help each other out. We're family at this point, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
So,
just remember who's doing your next deal.
oh my gosh, and then we go to business. Either way, thank you, Miguel, for joining us.
Thank you, little bro.
And by the way,
wait. Thank you, little bro.
Oh gosh, and by the way, happy birthday, because June 25th,
Yeah.
these two are getting older. They say they're
31.
so
31.
Okay, you guys are turning 37.
31.
37. 38.
No, 37.
Now they care. So, happy birthday to your upcoming birthday.
Thank you.
And thank you.
I'll be at the coast. This guy's leaving me. He's going to Hawaii.
I know, he must
Hawaii.
be. I know, so enjoy it, but answer your phone if I call you. Cheers. Doggo, you're dry already.
Yeah.
Either way, cheers to you too.
You can cheers me.
I know, I will. Cheers to you too.
Cheers, Jimmy. We appreciate you a lot. So even my brother,
Thank you for everything.
I might cuss you out sometimes. You're like,
I know.
We argue.
But we're brother. We're
we
family.
appreciate you. So cheers.
Thank you.
However want, but
Thank you.
a little sip in there.